topic for today is operational planning for fishery management. Operational planning in fishery management is strategic plan that outlines exactly what action you will take to run and maintain a fishery effectively.
Operational planning is ito yung action kung paano mo mapapalago or mapapatakbo yung fisheries na itatayo mo. In operational planning, we should have a goal. Goal is what you want to achieve in your fishery life
To sustainably maximize fishery productivity while ensuring the long-term health and biodiversity of aquatic ecosystem.
In your goal, gusto mo maparami yung productivity ng fisheries mo while napapangalagaan mo yung
Natural habitat nila or kung saan sila nakatira. Project or activities. In their natural habitat, we have riparian buffer restoration.
riparian buffer restoration means fixing the plant and trees along the edges of rivers, streams, or lakes. These plants help protect the water by stop soil erosion, filtering pollution, and providing shade. Restoring the riparian buffer makes the water clear and healthier for fishes and other wildlife.
In artificial reef or structure restoration.
Artificial reef or structure restoration involves creating or fixing man-made underwater structures like concrete blocks or old ships to provide place for fishes and other marine life to live and grow. This structure acts like natural reef, offering shelter and breathing area for fisheries, which help increase fish population and support the overall ecosystem.
In community-based fishery management, we have pond maintenance and water monitoring.
In pond maintenance and water monitoring, it helps fish grow better and prevent diseases, make the ponds a sustainable environment for fish farming. This includes removing food debris and controlling algae, checking water level, and ensuring the water is free from pollution. Fishery population maintenance. Fish population maintenance means keeping track of how many fishes are in a pond and making sure that numbers of fishes in the ponds are healthy. This involves controlling how many fish can be harvested and protecting breeding areas. It helps prevent over-harvest and ensure there are enough fish for future harvest.
My topic is all about resource allocation in fishery management.
So, what is resource allocation?
It is the process of distributing available resources, fish stocks, among different users, fishers, industries, and etc. So here are the key principles of resource allocation. First one is sustainability. Harvesting fish at a rate that allows populations to replenish. This means catching fish at a rate that lets them reproduce and keep the population healthy. Next one is equity. Fair distribution of resources among different stakeholders. This means ensuring that different groups of fishers, small boats, big companies, and etc. all have a fair chance to catch fish, and thus efficiency, maximizing the economic and social benefits from fishing. This means using fishing methods that are good for the environment and help make the most of resources. Challenges in resource allocation. The first one is data collection and monitoring, accurate information on fish stocks and fishing ecosystem. We need good information to make sure we don't overfish and can keep fish stocks healthy. The next one is enforcement. protect fish populations and ensure fairness. And last, stakeholder engagement, involving all stakeholders in the decision-making process. We need to listen to everyone's concerns and work together to make decisions that are fair and sustainable for everyone. To keep our oceans healthy and full of fish for everyone, we need to carefully share the fish resources. This is called resource allocation. When we do it right, everyone benefits, the economy grows, and the environment stays healthy. We need to keep learning together. We need to keep learning about fish populations, monitor how much fishing is happening, and work together to ensure a sustainable future for our regions.
My topic is all about monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring. Monitoring focuses on ongoing tracking of program activities and output. It helps ensure that the programs implement as planned and the resources are being used effectively. Evaluation. Evaluation takes a more in-depth look at the program's effectiveness. It aims to assess the program's impact, determine whether it is achieving its intended results, and identify lessons learned for future improvement. Importance of monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring and evaluation are crucial for sustainable fisheries. They provide data that helps managers understand the state of the fish population, fishing practices, and their impact on communities. This information allows for informed decision, tracking progress, and adapting strategies, and MNE also ensures fairness in resource access, promotes transparency, and encourages continuous improvement and management practices. Sustainable fishery management. Sustainable fishery management is a crucial approach to preserving fish population, protecting marine environments, and ensuring long-term socio-economic benefits for communities reliant on fishing. It involves implementing practices like setting catch quotas, protecting habitats, and enforcing regulations to prevent overfishing and maintain ecological balance. This balanced approach ensures that fish stocks are not faster than they can